Welcome to the Entrepreneur Podcast, where we take a look inside the lives of the accomplished and successful businessmen and women. We'll get up close and personal with the founders of booming startups. So lean in and prepare to carry away something to skyrocket your own business. Please subscribe to our show and do leave us a review. It means a lot to us. Now, here's your host, Rajiv.
Hey listeners, welcome to the Entrepreneur Talk Show. I'm your host Rajiv Unikrishnan, and this is the show where we talk about entrepreneurship and speak to great founders, entrepreneurs and investors. Today we have with us Alok Dugal, COO at Home Studio. Welcome Alok.
Welcome.
Home Studio is the only organized omni-channel in India which has its own products, online, offline presence and after-sales center offering a complete end-to-end solution for furniture. One of the first companies to have a service center for furniture also. It is one of the first to bridge the gap between super high-end modular options and the cheap local options, offering the best branded international furniture in India at a very affordable cost. Just a brief on Alok. He did his marketing at the IIMT Ghaziabad, and prior to Home Studio was significantly associated in building the brand ING in India as head of marketing. He was responsible for launching and sustaining the growth for French company Desi Deco into India. Again, welcome Alok. Welcome to the show, and do let us know what's going on in your world today.
So, coming on the thing is that we started this venture a couple of months back. The whole idea of putting this all thing together was that there is a huge demand in this growing Indian market, which is booming like anything, and everybody knows the data is to substantiate in this. Just to give you some figures that why homestudio.com came into existence is there are going to be 12 million new houses which are going to come up in next couple of years in this country. In top 10 cities in India. You can just imagine the number of people looking for options to do up their house with the best available in the world, the best of the products, the best of the service, and hassle-free because nobody has time. And to sum up, that is where homestudio.com comes into the picture.
Great. So before we get into business, just want to check any passions outside of work?
There are many. I'm a sports freak. I play a lot of sports throughout and a good traveler. Love the nature. Keeps going to jungles and the resorts across Bangalore and across India.
Great. So moving to a product, the inevitable question is, what inspired the idea for starting Home Studio?
That's a short story to put across. As I told you that there is a demand, and the demand started from the home. And from the home minister, which is the wife. So the thing is that whenever Alok used to go out to find a good kitchen for the wife, it was so expensive. And the cheap ones which were available, we were not interested to put it at the house. So this was back in the mind, and going out after my banking days, thought that let me study this market. So studied across and thought that how I can bridge the gap between the international product and the best of the pricing available to the Indian mass. And that's where we had, and this inspired me. So basically, wife inspired this idea.
Great. And what would the vision for the company be?
See, the whole idea is that we are here to build the brand. We are not here a kind of a marketplace. So we are here to build a brand which people can count in coming years, saying that if I am looking for a new house, let me check once at homestudio.com that what do they do. And most of our customers today also we are getting through referrals, which is one of the best things in the startup to have.
Of course, definitely. So when you thought of the idea, was it only you to make it a reality, or do you have any co-founders in this whole journey?
So there are no co-founders, but there are mentors, of course. The whole thing was started, which is coming from our funders' background. They knew this industry very well, and they supported from the start, and they are with me, who are motivating me and guiding me from day one.
Great. So when you thought of the idea, did you straight away launch it? Did you do any beta, or did you do any test as such before that?
Yes, we did. We did a slight different part of the thing. It's not only the online testing. What we did is that we did a couple of mock apartments in with a couple of builders to try out that whether people will like this kind of a product, will like this kind of an approach. So we did it for a couple of months, 3 months in totality to take the right feedback from the ground. And that's where we launched it finally then in December.
So the online piece is actually really small. It's a very big offline piece, right?
Yes, it is. It is huge, and we are seeing a transition which is happening on the online thing right now. Online is mainly in India on the furniture side is the single piece items which are getting sold.
Correct.
So what we are trying and educating also to make it more, composite solution that you can buy a room, you can buy a solution online.
Correct. Okay. But finally, once they select something online, they have an option to see it offline, or at least see some samples offline before closing the deal.
Completely, what we have done is that to give the complete what is online, we have created an experience zone which is replica of online.
Excellent.
So one can actually come and see a 1 BHK room, one can see a 2-bedroom house in offline stage, and then take a decision. And the decisions are becoming very, very fast.
Great. So if I'm a consumer and I come to homestudio.com, and how would the product work for me? I mean, the steps as such.
So there are 4 steps in totality. Like you browse the site, you understand that I'm making a house. I need to have a kitchen. I need to have a bedroom, a bedroom, and all. Then you do contact us through all the social medias or other the numbers and other things. That is one of the ways. Then the designer come into the picture to help you in your AutoCAD, trying to do the entire designing process for you. And then the experience happens that where we show you the live apartments which we have done, the live houses we have done, and the entire product range which goes beyond 1,000 products, and the choosing of the colors, the sizes, and other things. And then that's where the order gets placed, and then the fulfillment happens.
Oh, great. So, I mean, as per what I've read, you've completed around 500 plus installations, and I think in a matter of 4 months, and I think the market is around 95% unorganized. I mean, so there's a huge potential, I guess, right, to grow also. And what are your plans for the rest of 2016 and next year?
See, we are going into phases. I don't want to rush in this. So what we have done recently is that done our entire thing in Bangalore. Then now we have opened up to Karnataka. And the next market we are looking at is going to Delhi and Mumbai, so that we cover the large geography of the main 10 cities in India, which are the suburban centers and mainly where the housing is coming up. So 2016-17, we are going to enter all these markets.
So primarily, so right now it's metros, and then after that will be tier 2, tier 3, correct?
Yes.
Great. And how is the revenue model? It's like pure play, like you buying furniture is the same way?
See, we are all doing this furniture in contract manufacturing, first of all. So this is not, as I told you earlier, this is nothing to do with marketplace model. So the product is mine, the experience is mine, the installation is mine, and the after sale service. The entire end-to-end is owned by us. And from day one, there is nothing which is non-profit. So we keep even 1 rupee, but there is a profit.
Got it. And in terms of competition, do all the other online furniture places or shops as such come into play in competition, or they don't offer an end-to-end solution like you?
Yeah, so there are 2 ways to look at it. One way is very clear that are they our competitions? Of course, yes. Anybody who is in the market selling furniture is a competitor.
Correct.
Whether it is a carpenter or it is a shop. So say that they are not a competitor is not the right thing. But end-to-end solution, which we are trying to bring in, there aren't any player in the market right now. But having said that, I'm sure people would also understand, and looking at options, a warranted product with after sale service and all those things, people are looking for those things. And we see a huge future for us to go, and give this opportunity for the clients to come and choose the best what is available in the world, and with all the warranties in place.
Okay. So coming to funding, I think you'll receive 5 million in seed from Brent Corporation, correct? So this is, I think, would be your German parent company?
No. This is an Indian company based out of Bangalore. They are the players, those who are into this business earlier, but not online.
Okay.
They had some stakes in the offline business in furniture per se. They are one of the motivators and also one of the initial funders for us.
So they pumped in this before you all started. I mean, basically to start.
Yes.
Okay, great. And currently, what is your team size stand at?
So we are currently a mix of product guys, then designers, and the operation guys. In totality, we are close to 50 people in office, which also includes the guys those who are managing the website. We have an internal entire IT team also to do up the site. And the large chunk of people which we are seeing, which are going to increase, is the installers and the operation guys, which are being trained by the Germans. We have a couple of our partners putting out resources here to train those people how to do the installation and in the right way.
Got it. And are you only doing residential today or also moved into corporates?
We are completely focusing on residential. The only thing what we have added in the residential, keeping in mind the metro cities, is the work from home office option. So we have created a specific office solution in home, which is working very well for us. So that's the demand in the market. Almost every IT guy has that at home.
Got it. I mean, so I know there are many challenges for online, of course, the online place, especially furniture. I mean, we tried something way back, I think 8 years back, me and my partner, for interior deco. I think we were luckily acquired by Business India. So it's really tough, but is it opening up? I mean, especially the online, offline. I mean, offline, obviously, furniture is booming, but online, are you seeing the customers warmer now to coming online and playing around with stuff?
See, I think that's where we were also skeptical in the beginning. As you rightly pointed out, it's not that open as a market because the ticket size is very high.
Correct.
And what we are seeing as a surprise is that people are, when there are good designs with warranty and after service, these are the two main points which are working for us. When we are saying there is a warranty of 5 years and a lifetime after service along with this, people are ready to buy 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakh rupees single units also online, which is a surprising factor for us. Which also says that the market is opening, though it is only a metro phenomena right now. But I see this going forward as the trust and credibility is built.
Okay, great. So moving slightly out of business, over time, who has influenced you most in life?
See, I'm being a good book reader. So Steve is one of the Steve Jobs is one of the person I really admire for the passion he has created that brand from nowhere, and it's a story in itself. You know, most of the brand guys. So I come from a marketing branding background. So he's one of my big influence.
And over time, what would some of the best advice or wisdom you have been given?
See, I think one of the things, since coming from a business background, and I used to chat up with my dad always, that before starting this also, he used to give one line very, very clear, and which I tell my boys and everybody, that the scalability and the profitability has to go together. There is no business which can survive if these two are not together. So a lot of startups you've been witnessing is a story which comes up and then goes off. So these two have to be managed. It's a thin line, but needs to be managed very, very practically.
Of course. So, I mean, you were a banker before and branding and marketing and corporate jobs. So when did you know or realize that, okay, you were meant to move to entrepreneurship?
See, it is, as I told, that it's coming from a family background, being a business family, but, always in the jobs were doing right and become a marketing and marketing professional. So it was all good in place, but there was inertia, and being in Bangalore, if you're not there, something is missing in that.
Correct.
But having said that, the whole idea, as I told you, is that there's a huge vacuum, and I was looking that, a person now referring all other things like Steve and everybody who I admire, is the precision, is that perfection for that thing. And I saw that in furniture, that thing was missing a lot. There is a huge demand where people want to spend money and get good things, but they're not getting the right quality. Who is going to maintain that? So I thought, if somebody buys my idea and comes from the reverse side, that can a service center be there for a furniture? When we tell people that we have opened a 20,000 square feet warehouse and service center, this next question comes, wow, and can you take us there? And we take them there, and the sale happens.
Okay.
So it's like a car company.
Correct. So, I mean, I think we have echo. Okay. I mean, I think there's echo from your end. Is
No.
your speaker on?
No, perfectly okay.
I can hear echo, so I'm wondering. Okay, now it's okay. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So over this journey, was there any low point where you completely want to give up?
See, I think it's too early.
Okay.
It's currently on a high.
Okay.
So maybe in the next call, couple of months, I'll be able to share some. I'm sure there will be some.
Hopefully not too many. So, I mean, anything at present, any new feature or launch coming up that's getting you and the team really excited?
Yeah, one of the things what we want to experiment in the market very keenly, we thought that let's first do the first phase and then get into this is selling off the entire room solution online.
Got it.
Can I make a whole room together and then sell it as is? People can buy as is. So that is where we are working on, and we are trying to make hundreds of solutions basis the requirement of the customer online, and they can actually pick the color and just buy it like that. It's a very long thought, but we are there, and we have launched in a very very small phase, which also is clapped with another thing is that you buy a room and 7 days I come and fix your room with German furniture, and 5 years
That's fast.
enough.
That's really fast.
That's online.
Okay. Oh, great. So,
That's e-commerce.
where do you see yourself and your business in the next, let's say, 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, I see that at least going into 10 cities, covering
Okay.
a large area spread, and looking at, like we are saying, that more than 10,000 installations happily, because the average ticket size is quite huge.
Mhm. And is your platform also, I mean, do users, I mean, I don't think it may happen, but is mobile being used a lot by users?
Mobile is used more than 50%.
Oh, 50 for furniture also. Oh, wow.
Furniture also.
Yeah,
It is used more than 50%, but we are not getting into a very app centric
Correct,
thing because
correct.
it is just a reference.
Got
So
it.
what we are doing in other way around is developing our first app, which will be launched in 2 months time. We are on the beta side right now. Is the app for service. Be the
Okay.
first app for furniture service. You can, moment you buy my product, the app, you can download it, and throughout your life you can just
Oh, great. So whenever you need some issues happen, you can just use the app basically.
absolutely. That
Great,
is
great.
one. And second, the biggest challenge what we are facing in the metro cities in India right now is the
Yeah.
transfer of jobs within the city. How you are going to take your furniture. So that service is also going to be
Oh,
there.
yes. Very true. Very true. Yep, yep.
In Bangalore, we are already doing it. Somebody wants to shift a house, a bed, a wardrobe, whoever has bought something from us, we are doing the shifting from one house to the other house and installing it again.
Okay, great. So now we move to the part of the show which is a quick fire round, simple, brief answers. Okay. So when people ask you, what do you do? How do you answer that?
I am free. Let's catch up for a coffee.
When you think of the word successful, who is the first person that comes to mind?
I would still say it's, globally it's Steve Jobs from branding, and from India, I really admire Sachin.
Okay. What do you excel at that people might not realize?
They always think that I am serious. You can vouch for it. I am not serious.
And what is something you believe in that other people think is insane?
What to answer on that? I think again the perfection part comes into picture.
Okay. And what do you say is Alok's greatest weakness?
That's difficult to catch on. On a personal note, weakness would be I'm not too romantic.
Okay. And your favorite city globally?
I love Paris.
Oh, great. Okay. And finally, Alok, any last thought or piece of advice that you may have missed that you want to give our listeners?
Yeah, I think in today's life, what I feel and keep telling all the young boys working with me, the girls and boys, is the entire thing is that just play with the rational, and bring your passion. That's one of the things I hire people also on that ground, that who is passionate about. The degrees and all other things may follow, but this is the first thing. Bring your talk to rational approach and the passion. These are the two things I would say that in today's life is much needed.
Okay, great. And please let our listeners know how they can reach you and also Home Studio.
Yeah, they can reach us at www.homestudio.com. That is the site. It is available. Anybody can reach us over there, and they can buy a shop, and we will be happy to service them.
Great. We had a coupon that was mentioned to me. Could you just let our listeners know about it?
We would like to say that it's on your call, but we would like to offer the listeners, some of the listeners. I don't know how you're going to choose it, but bring forward 1,000 rupees vouchers. We can extend up to around about 25 to 30 vouchers.
Again, Alok, thanks for taking the time to talk to us and inspiring our listeners to start their own ventures, and all the very best building and scaling Home Studio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Do visit homestudio.com and visit us at theasianentrepreneur.com to get the show notes, and please subscribe to our show on all the platforms and leave a review on your thoughts about this show. Thank you.
Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to the show so you don't miss an episode. In the meantime, head over to theasianentrepreneur.com and check out show notes and other information to motivate you in your entrepreneurial endeavors.